Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be about minimalist money habits. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. So the first one is do not shop sales. I think a lot of us minimalist people realize that sales aren't really sales because they just want you to buy things at the stores, and they're also trying to like clear out their racks to put newer items on. So it's kind of like out with the old, in with the new when it comes to those department stores. Obviously, shop if you need something. If it is on sale and it's something that you need, then definitely get it. If it's at a price that matches your budget, you know, and also if it's necessary. If you do want a new vacuum, but the one you have works fine and there is one on sale, maybe just wait because the one that you have is working perfectly fine, so it's just not necessary. I would say when it comes to not shopping for sales, most minimalist people shop the opposite season. That's where you get better deals rather than sale items. So for instance, in my area, it is wintertime. So if I was to want a pair of sandals for the upcoming summer months, then I would probably purchase a pair of sandals right now because it would be 10 times cheaper than when summer starts around here. The prices go up because it's one of those items that are most wanted, if you want to put it that way. They bump up the price to items that are, you know, more in need for the season, rather than when they're not in need, they kind of put the prices down. And that's where minimalist people will kind of like, all right, that's a better deal than when they're on sale. So I think by far that's one of the best things I've ever learned when it came to being a minimalist, is the fact that I learned how to not go shopping when there's a sale like right away. I learned how to just stay back and wait it out and just purchase things when I need them. Next one is to get rid of bad debt. I have talked about this numerous times on my channel, but the things that are bad debt that you should try to attend to right away rather than later on in life is credit card debt, personal loans, even those small student loans. That's just bad debt as well. Anything with an interest rate that's more than 7% is kind of bad debt in my eyes. I remember when I had my Victoria's Secret credit card, like I said before, store credit cards are just one of the worst things to ever get. When I had that credit card, my interest rate was 28.7, which is mind-blowing. It's just like, why did I even sign up for something with such a high interest rate? But again, you live and you learn. So try to get rid of your bad debt. Focus on, you know, what debt you have and focus on which one you should get rid of. I know that having a house is good debt because that can make your credit score go up. Again, it's an investment, and I mean, let's face it, I don't think that a lot of people have that much money in the bank to pay off a house right away. It's kind of impossible. So I wouldn't consider a house bad debt. Again, I would say maybe like a car payment, credit cards. Credit cards is by far the worst. If you have credit card debt, tackle that right away. Even if you're not trying to be a minimalist, tackle your credit card debt ASAP because it is going to bite you in the butt later on in life. Next up is to save for something that you want, whether it's traveling, a new car, vacation, wedding. I'm sorry if you guys are hearing a lot of noise right now. My neighbors are super loud on the weekends. I am so sorry. They have kids. Anyways, back to the list. So saving for something that you want, and obviously it's not something that's a big need. It's just, you know, you're saving for something in the long run. So I would say whether you're looking towards getting a new car, like I said, it's good to save for that instead of doing payments. It's good to save for your wedding instead of doing payments on that as well, because with weddings, people tend to put it on their credit cards and they end up in credit card debt. So you should put money aside, whatever it is you want, debt free. I know it's not easy and it's definitely not for everybody. Trust me, I didn't think I would be able to pay $10,000 up front for a new car. Well, not new, used car. Well, a decent one, I should say. And I ended up saving for like 2.5 years for that vehicle. And it was so much easier for me to just give them the money and have my car without payments. It's another bill off my back. Again, I want to put this out there for a quick little disclaimer. I'm not telling you guys to save a ton of money and blow it on clothes, shoes, you know, silly things. The money that you're saving should go towards something that you want for the long run, whether it is your wedding, you want to pay your wedding off in cash, or you want to purchase a new car in cash. Serious things that you want to pay in cash without, you know, having to get into debt again. Next up is to create an additional stream of income. I haven't talked much about this on my channel because it's not for everybody, but I figured I'd mention it in this list because it has helped me out in the past. So besides me doing YouTube when I was working at the nursing home, my additional stream of income was me selling my stuff. That was a nice extra piece of income each month for me. I made a decent amount of money with selling all that junk I had when I was a hoarder. So I think an additional stream of income can help people out, especially when your full-time job isn't cutting it. For me now, I have a couple of like additional streaming income. Well, my main job is YouTube, and besides that, I have my affiliate links. So every time you guys see links down below, I do get a percentage. So that is like another part of my income. Amazon, Osea, Pacifica. Obviously, it's not thousands of dollars a month, but it can range from like 20 bucks, 100 bucks, sometimes even like 400 bucks a month if it's a good month. And that helps out, and I just put that back into savings. As for V, he has another additional stream of income by his property. So with his tenants, and if you guys are landlords, then you already know this, with him having 3 tenants, they also pay mortgage along with him getting extra money to put aside. He puts some aside for repairments for the house, and then he puts that other money that's left over into his savings account. So it's another stream of income. It is a little bit a difficult stream of income because, I mean, it is your property, and when things break, you do got to go there and fix them, which costs money. But I think owning property and being a landlord is a perfect way to have an additional income. Like, I never thought of it back in the day until he became a landlord, and I'm like, wait, so you're getting that much extra and your mortgage is being paid? That's crazy. That's such a brilliant idea. I also want to give a little bit of an example for you guys. You don't have to be an influencer to have an extra piece of income. You can get a second job. You can sell some of your stuff. Create things. If you love to paint or create things, try selling things on Etsy. You know, anything can help, whether it is 20 bucks a month, $10 a month. That's still an additional stream of income. Doesn't matter the price. That's still extra money in your bank account that you didn't have before. And the last thing is huge, and this is why I put it last, and that is to have a decent amount of money in your savings account. I cannot stress this enough when I talk to people, when I talk to my family members. This is better for you because you're not technically living paycheck to paycheck. I was that person to live paycheck to paycheck each month. I was crying all the time, stressed out, had to borrow money from friends. I mean, you guys already know my story. And till this day, some of my family members are living paycheck to paycheck because they never figured out how to have a decent amount of money saved in their savings account. And when they do, they spend it on silly things. Again, I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that. It's just a reality of some people's life. I was there before. I'm definitely not judging. The minute I had $300 in my bank account, I would go straight to the clothing store or makeup store and blow it. And then I would be negative in my bank. And then I would have to wait for my next check to put gas in my car, or wait to the next check so I can go grab something to eat. It was pretty bad back then. I think out of this whole list, maybe pick up this last one because this is going to help you out like you wouldn't believe. It's going to take more than the stress away. My car was acting up back in August, and this is just a little bit of an example. I mean, I have tons of examples, but this video will be way too long. My car was acting up. I ended up bringing it to the mechanic, and he said that my brakes let go, my ball joints let go, I need an alignment. So basically everything was wrong underneath my car. V was with me. I wasn't getting gypped because I couldn't even drive my car. It was warping really bad. It was making a really loud sound. When I was driving, I took my hands off the wheel, it would go to the side immediately. So I knew something was wrong with my car, and we did call around to see if we can get cheaper prices. So long story short, I had to pay close to almost $3,000 to fix this car, and I have a decent amount saved in savings, so I put it on the credit card to get cash back. So once when I put on the credit card, I paid my credit card off in 2 weeks because I had that money saved. I could have paid regularly, like with a debit card, but I kind of like did it the credit card way, so like I told you, cash back. But if I didn't have that money saved like I didn't before, and my cars would just die on me, it takes that stressfulness away. And I will never forget how that felt, where, all right, I don't have any money saved, what am I gonna do? And it's kind of like you don't want to call your family members, because I mean, it's not their problem that you didn't save a decent amount of money. So if you are struggling with the whole saving aspect, just think of like, all right, if my car breaks down, am I going to be able to fix it? If I don't have enough money for rent next month, am I going to be able to cover it with what I have in savings? Think of the future like that, because I wasn't thinking of any consequences. That's why I just did whatever. So it's always good to have a really nice chunk of money in savings, or even multiple savings accounts, whether it's one saving account for car repairments, one saving account for house repairments. That's even better than what I'm doing. So there you guys have it, a nice, short, simple list of minimalist money habits. I really hope you got something out of this, you guys. If you guys want me to do more money videos, let me know down below, and I will catch you in the next one.